What are some reasons why people don't last in trucking? I'm gonna give you 6 of many more reasons why people just don't last in trucking. Number 1, long hours and time away from home. A lot of people get into trucking because they think about the money. They think about, hey man, I'm about to run it up. I'm about to get this bag. But they get out there on the road and they realize, hey man, I ain't been home about 2-3 weeks. What's going on? And when you first get in trucking, yeah, it's gonna be a month. A lot of companies like to keep you out there on the road for a month. So number 1, man, just being away from home, being away from your family, not being able to go party on the weekends, turn up, ain't gonna be none of that. Once you become a truck driver and you gotta finish that contract, you gotta get on that contract, you're gonna be out there on that road, bro, and you ain't gonna see, it's gonna be times when you ain't gonna be home for 3 and 4 weeks at a time. So number 2, physical demand. This job requires a lot of sitting and driving. Some people loading and unloading. You're gonna be driving through different weather conditions, and a lot of people get out of trucking because their body just can't handle it, man. They can't handle sitting and driving for so long, 11 hours. I gotta, be sitting and driving. I gotta unload this truck and load this freight up. That over time, they put a lot of strain on your body, and a lot of drivers find themselves getting out of the trucking industry because they just tired of it, man. They can't handle the work that comes with it. Number 3, stress and isolation, man. I feel like a lot of drivers go through this, like just being away. You out there on that road, feel alone, man. The jobs got you trying to meet these tight schedules. They just pushing you to try to get this load there on time. Then it's like you get there, like, man, I did good. I got this load there on time. Then when that load is done, it's on to the next load. It's like they forgot all about the load that you did. You did make it on time. It's time to get another load there on time. It's like you never, ever, they are never satisfied. You out there alone. It's just a lot going on. When you get on that road, you start looking at them lines while you're driving, man, a lot of things go through your head, man. And it depends on who you are. It could be stressful, or it could help you. For me, I feel like I like going out there on the road and getting out there and just, getting that time alone and think up some goals, some plans. But for everybody, it don't go like that. Some people get out there on that road and they stressed out, man, and they got to get back home, man, just being away. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, it's stressful, man. Number 3, isolation. Number 4, low pay. Some drivers just not making it, man. They feel like it's not worth being a truck driver. It's not worth being on the road for the little money that these companies are trying to pay them. For some drivers, they feel like, hey, they're in a good spot. For some people, they just feel like trucking just not worth it, man. It's not paying. The rates are bad. The market is down right now. Like, it's just not it for me. So a lot of people hop out of the trucking industry because of the low paying jobs and the low cent per mile that these jobs are trying to pay them. Number 5, safety concerns. A lot of drivers feel like it's just not worth me going through these mountains, going all through Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, and risking my life over this truck. Like, it's just not safe. Some drivers just don't feel safe. A lot of drivers, I've been hearing that some companies trying to make them drive over their time. They feel like what the companies are trying to push them to do is just not safe, and it's just not worth them risking and losing their life out here on the road. So that's another reason why a lot of drivers get out of trucking. It's just not safe for them. Number 6, the rules and regulation changes, man. Like the ELD, the changing of the ELD, FMCSA always changing things up. And some drivers feel like it's just not worth being on the road anymore. Like, you guys keep changing hours of service, where we can go or you can't go. And some drivers just fed up with it. I know a lot of the old school drivers like, man, this new system, this ELD, this logs, it's just, it ain't no money to be made. It's like they kind of got us in the box where we only can drive this amount of time. So a lot of drivers just fed up with this, man. And especially in California where they got all these rules and these speed limits. And then if you get pulled over and you're getting these, points on your license, it's just making things even worse. You got to pay these fines and they feel like you're already not getting the right amount of money. It just becomes a headache to a lot of drivers, and they just like, man, you know what, bump it. I'm out of this truck. I'm on the way back home. I'll find me another career, but it's just not worth being in this truck anymore because you can't make the money that I was once making, and just the rules and the regulations and the FMCSA, just they tired of it, man. So yeah, and there it is, you guys. I gave you 6 of many more reasons why people just don't last in trucking, man. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you comment below. Make sure you share this. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel. This YouTube page is growing, and I will continue to give you guys good content. Thank you again. It's your boy Tayla Harris. What up, though? Hey!